So what services do you offer? Because I mean, I see you've got a lot of different variety. You've got dump trucks and, you know, enclosed trail. You know, you got a lot going on.
So we got enclosed trailers, dump trucks, dump trailers, open trailers. So we offer a mix of different things. We offer landscaping and we offer lawn care. And we also provide snow services in the winter for those clients that want that service. You know, going forward, it's about 50-50 right now with a mix of all different things. We do landscape lighting, we do plant installs, we do hardscape installs, we subcontract our paperwork and stuff out that with local companies that we work with. I do work with a local designer, so if, you know, clients want, you know, that
a landscape design,
they want a landscape design, I can offer that at an additional cost, but it works for them and works for their budget, and then, you know, they can do it pretty much at increments.
Right.
Whatever makes sense for this year.
Yeah.
They can,
Different
you know,
phases
right,
and
they
stuff,
can budget it.
Yeah.
But I also design, you know, stuff myself. If people give me the, you know, the ropes,
Right.
do what you ever want.
Yeah.
Here's what we want to spend, and I make it happen.
Yeah.
That's what we're all about. We're about giving quality product.
Yeah.
Quality
Awesome.
service. We like to give it a personal touch. You know, at the end of an install, we give something to them. We, you know, whether they like the Cubs or the Bears or something that they can put in their yard to, not only as a token of our appreciation, but say thank you. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to serve you.
That's very unique.
Well, right. You want to be unique. You want to step outside your comfort zone. You want to step outside the box. You want to do something that's going to impact their lives, not as well as their kids' lives.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I did a client of mine that I went to high school with, and huge Cubs fans, and my mom paints Adirondack chairs. So I had her do a Cubs logo on one big one and one for their kids. And I said, yeah, you know, you can put them outside. He's like, nah, man, someone's going to steal them. They're going right here in the showcase, right in the front room, and that's where they're going to stay. So, you know, it's certain things that, you know, show people that. And I want to continue that because that's what keeps me going.
Yeah.
Keeps my clientele keeps coming. Oh, we had Hub do this. Oh, and he did this. Well, we want that.
Right.
Well, we can offer that.
Yeah.
You know, and vice versa.
So how long have you been doing all this? Like what, just kind of tell us where this all started.
Dude, this all started when I was a kid. I grew up in an alcoholic family, so it was hard for me to do certain things because my dad wasn't around. Kind of put me in the role of the man.
Mm-hmm.
Man of the house.
Man of the house, yeah.
Which, you know, being a young kid at like 7, 8 years old, you don't know what you're doing. You had to learn. You had to self-teach yourself certain things, and that's what I did. I was swinging lights on a roof at 8 years old at the peak of the roof. So, you know, I just kept going with it and just knocking on doors. Started with my John Deere GX75 and with my trailer and my push mower and my weed whacker and my first tow behind blower, home light blower.
Yeah,
you know, back in those days.
Yeah.
Until, you know, I got older and wiser and money and all that good stuff. I actually bought my first car with the money that I earned from when I was a kid, and bought my first car and just kept growing.
So you've been kind of like involved in all of this your whole life then, really, right?
Yeah, I mean, my dad taught me a lot of different things. My dad worked for a company for 40 years, so ages 12 through 14, I worked the summers with him. I mean, I was making $400 cash.
Wow.
Okay.
Nice.
So for me, I was making $10 an hour, which at that time was above minimum wage, so it was wonderful. But those are things that, you know, my mom and my parents and stuff, and my dad instilled in me, is to save your money, and then, you know, eventually it'll pay off in the long run. I didn't want to rely on my parents. I wanted to show them that I was capable of doing something in my life, whether it was going to school or not going to school. And I don't believe that school is for everyone. You know, I believe everyone has their own path in life and that they're destined to do what they're good at.
Right.
And for me, I like the outdoors. I was a wild kid, so I mean, I was on the go all the time.
Right.
I still am today. I never sit still. I mean, if you travel to my house, you'll see, dude, I'm always constantly doing something, whether it's planting a bush, changing a light, you know, making sure something's out of place, I make sure I fix it. So, it's certain things that I just keep going with. And,
Yeah, it's like you're refining that energy that
Right.
you've been around that could have taken you a totally different
course.
direction, but you've just been, like you told me earlier, you focused on, cars and, and working on this and working on that, and just using that energy and putting it in the most positive way, constructive way possible, instead of just kind of running off in the streets and doing crazy stuff, which not everyone, as we know, is able to do that. So that's awesome that you were able to do that. And look at where you're at now. I mean, how long has Hub been around?
Hub's been around for 7 years.
Nice.
7 years. Been doing this 15.
Full-time strong.
Yeah. Full-time strong.
So you have a really unique setup in this trailer here. Like, everything is very customized. Like, I honestly, like, almost every single thing that you have set up in here is completely new and unique. Like, I've never seen anything like this. So awesome, man.
You go
awesome
through
job.
you go through the years and you determine what works for you.
That's
what works
I was
for
gonna
other
ask
guys.
you. Yeah, how long did it take you to get to this point, to this setup?
This took me to master this probably in the course of 6 years. Now, I started with an open trailer, so a lot of my racks that you see in here are from my enclosed or my open trailer, and I just transferred everything. But then I started adding things. What worked?
Right.
I'd ask my old employees, what can we do to improve our trailer? What can we do that makes it easier for you?
Right.
A lot of guys, they don't have trimmer racks, they don't have green touch or the equipment defender racks.
Right.
So what do? They put no open trailer, they put it in the bed of their truck.
Yeah.
Well, that's easy for, people that are scoping out to steal from trailers.
Right.
Take it right off.
Yeah. That's where I think those racks come in handy the most, though, because you gotta lock your stuff on open trailers. I mean, you can be in the best neighborhood, but you're just giving someone an opportunity that they might not even thought about. They're like, dang, that's a lot of money right there.
See, I built sides on my open trailer. So you put stuff in. You got the wire mesh on the back. I put a black board, so
people can't really see.
People really can't see if that board's, if that ramp is up. People can't really see in my trailer.
Right.
So that's how I started with starting with the racks, because I always put stuff on the floor.
Right.
And shit always got broke.
Those days, yeah.
Dude, everything got broke.
Yeah.
You get an enclosed trailer, and the first thing you're doing is scrambling. You're scrambling to get the stuff put up on the walls, or you're just trying to make ends meet and just go through every day.
Right.
Getting everything to the right spots. And I mean, this right here is new. The little boxes are new. It's just different things that work for me and my company, and it may work for someone else. That's just for starting out. Don't spend the money if you don't have the money. You can always find a piece of wood. You can always go to Home Depot and get scraps that they cut for a customer, and you can build your own stuff to save a little bit of money until you make that money to get those things.
Yeah.
And it makes sense for me, and I'm gonna keep using this until I eventually get a bigger trailer. That's the goal, is to get a bigger trailer. But
oh yeah. What's the next size trailer you want?
Well, currently this one's a 7x16 rounded top, and I'll probably go to an 8x18. Not much bigger, but
enough to
probably fit another mower. I mean, I could fit probably another 2 mowers in here if I turn these machines sideways.
So are you going to be expanding or growing a little bit, which is why you want a bigger trailer to kind of change up your equipment, get more equipment?
This trailer's a 2011. It's been great.
Okay.
And
so
I maintain it. It's getting old, but I maintain it. I make sure I have good tires. I make sure the paint's good. Last year was the first year that I didn't really paint it. Right. I had no time. The weather was horrible. Snow was a huge impact on me. So, it just stuff happened.
Yeah.
That I didn't get to it.
Yeah.
But no, to answer your question, to move forward, yeah, probably expand.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to expand organically. I don't want to grow to this massive conglomerate where, you know, my quality of my stuff go out the window.
Right.
You know, that's a lot of the things that, you know, I've learned not only from Brian, but amongst all of you guys, that you kind of got to go slow. And if you don't go slow, well, not like a tortoise, but you know, go slow enough
to pace yourself, right? Yeah, because if you grow too fast, sometimes you can't keep
Some
up the
guys
quality
get so caught up into
growing,
buying equipment. And let's get something straight. We know this isn't $2,000. This is tens of thousands of dollars.
Right. And most people aren't just shelling it out right away. You're financing it and all this stuff, so you end up accumulating all this debt.
Right.
And
exactly.
you're making money just to pay off your debt, and you're not even really making anything left for yourself at some point.
And one of the things that, you know, gets me going is that, you know, a lot of guys say go on Craigslist, go buy that mower for $500-600, and you know, that's all great and dandy, but now you're spending more money to fix it and fixing it until it really just is to the point where it's unfixable. And you're like, man, I've already spent $3,000-4,000 just in stuff to fix this mower, and I've already spent $900, so now I'm $4,900 in, and it's like, well, shit, I could have bought a brand new mower.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I was fortunate enough to work for somebody for 6 years.
Yeah.
So all my stuff that you see now is paid for.
Yeah.
I busted my ass.
Yeah.
Busted my ass for 6 years to afford what I wanted to afford.
Yeah.
And this year was the first year that all my equipment's paid for. Everything is paid for.
Awesome.
So
now it's time to expand.
Well, now it's time to expand, but I think that you have to find the right clientele. You have to find what works for you and your company. What target areas are you going for? Are you going high end? Are you going the dinky lawns where you're in and out in 5-10 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you going above and beyond for people that you spend 40 minutes to an hour on their property, making it top notch? You want it top notch, because it's what they see. They want a quality product. You're going to give them quality service. I mean, that's plain and simple, and that's what has gotten me to where I'm at today. Is word of mouth. People see my work, they want that done to their house. Of course, in their budget and what I can do and offer them if I don't know how or don't know what needs to be done, I honestly tell them that. And tell them, I know other people in this industry. I can get you in touch with them, or I can handle the whole thing and get you to where you want. So it's just a matter of where you want to go.
What kind of hobbies do you have? Like, what do you do when you're not working? You work so hard. It seems like that's like your life, like your lifeblood, always tinkering around with things and working on your business. But I know you have a wife and a young child, right?
Yeah.
So what do you do, man?
Well, lately I've been spending the weekends with my family, so
that's good.
You know, going to breakfast, just spending time with them, picking vegetables out of the garden. I guess that's a new hobby of mine, gardening. I mean,
like around your house, around your property?
Yeah, just vegetable garden, you know?
Nice.
I mean, everyone thinks, you know, gardening's just a landscape bed, but for me, it's a little bit more than that. You watch something grow from a seedling or a small plant into something so large that you can actually physically eat, and the joy that my son gets out of it makes it all worth it, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, I don't know, my son's so young, so, you know, that smile just makes you feel complete, I guess.
Yeah. What's changed in your mindset from, because obviously you had your business long before you had your son. So what changed mentally after you had your son with your business?
Pretty much that you have to realize that Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yeah.
And no business is built in a day. It takes time, it takes courage, it takes patience, it takes dedication, hard work, good work ethic, but it also takes time management. And that's what changed. Time management.
Yeah.
You start at a certain time, you end at a certain time, and you go home. Because at the end of the day, you have a life outside of work. Work is always going to be there. Your life, your health, your family may not always be there.
Right.
And the moments that you are with your family or friends or people from Snapchat groups, you take near and dear to the heart. You know? So for me, that's what changed.
Yeah.
Spending time with my family, spending time with friends, because you never know.
Right. Yeah, life is more than just working your life away.
And it's like taking 10 steps backwards in your business than taking 10 steps forward in your business.
Right.
You know, yeah, we get all slapped in the face with repairs and, you know, trucks breaking or rear windows breaking or something that's something that, you know, you have to, you know, go about life. But, you know, every day is a different day. Every day is a new day.
Yeah.
And, you know, you got to thank the guy upstairs that you're here, that you're healthy, that you're moving, and just pretty live in the moment.
Totally. Thanks for having me over, man.
You're
Thanks
welcome,
for showing
man.
me around. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Appreciate you coming.